What's happening, guys? I am on an all new interface here. I am on StreamYard, so this might take me a minute to figure stuff out here. Used to use BeLive. Now I am doing StreamYard. So, so there it is up on my thing. So I see it's going there. Let's talk. I'm feeling a little bit spicy today. I'm over it, guys. I'm absolutely over the ridiculousness that I'm seeing out there in the world that is Facebook and the world that is YouTube, with the pressure washing. And if you don't know me, I'm Ray Burke. I own a little pressure washing company in Tallahassee, Florida. Have a school as well, Spray Wash Academy. We try to do things the right way. We try to help people along, give them good education. I see a lot of people are chiming in and saying hello. So hello, guys. How are y'all doing? Thank y'all so much for watching. I appreciate it. So at this point, the pressure washing industry is becoming the new gold rush. It truly is. And I did this video on YouTube and on Facebook a couple of months ago, but just always remember, and I've actually heard it repeated now since I've said that. Remember who made money in the gold rushes? The people selling the pickaxes and the pots and the pans. If you go out to YouTube and start looking around, and this is being simulcast to YouTube. And I so pray that new guys on YouTube that are thinking about starting a pressure washing business will take this to heart. But there are so many jackasses out there in this industry that are full of crap, you know? Oh, buy my success package. Oh, get this and you'll be successful if you just do this. And it's gotten to be like epidemic proportions of these jackasses doing this. I know that some of the people with the biggest audiences out there don't even have pressure washing businesses. They're selling pressure washing programs. They do a couple of jobs here and there so they can get video content, but their main source of income, and it's not a small income, is selling you guys shit, selling you guys stuff. And then you know what else they're doing? Let me run your ads for you. Let me run your ads for you on Facebook. Oh God, that's so nice of him. He's going to help me with my ads. He's going to help me out with my ads. They're making a dime or a dollar off your ass every time they run a Facebook ad for you. So what are they going to tell you? Oh, you need to advertise more. You need to advertise more. You know why they're telling you need to advertise more? Because it's lining their pockets every time they run an ad for you. Every time. Oh, let me do your ads. Let me help you. Let me help you with your ads. Just ridiculous, guys. I mean, this is, oh my God. Let me show you another way that you're getting screwed out here. You're just getting absolutely screwed. Because I went and did some homework and actually, I'm going to move my screen around here, find out where I put these. Let me share this over here. Okay, this is the part where they're you know, I worry about actually somebody say their name. I do worry about some liability here. And I'm going over here to these screens that I did. And I'll tell you, hold on, share my screen. let's share screen 2 on this thing, this setup. That was my P&L. Don't need to look at that, although we may talk about my P&L later. I get a little bit worried about saying people's names and actually calling people out by name here, because I worry about the liability, because I could be impacting somebody's business and I could get my my ass in a sling. But you know, what I have done is I've done this. So these are pictures, like this is a cap from somebody's YouTube page right here. Hey, pressure washing business course. He's got a link for that. Facebook ads, standalone course, course testimonials, free insurance quote. Try this CRM for free. In-person training form. Now, notice down here where you see my mouse moving. See this area over here? All of this, my pressure washing setup. Here's what I'm doing. Here's what I'm using to make my millions. Here's what I'm using to make my $30,000 a month. Here's what I'm using to be a success. And if you use it, you'll be a success too. So you click on these links. Here's the pressure washer that comes up on this link. So here's a way to tell you. Here's the way to tell if the guy you're following is a bullshit artist. Whenever they're putting a bunch of links out to an Amazon referral store and they're getting between 1 to 10% of everything you buy. Because no self-respecting business coach or anybody who runs a decent business out there would ever recommend any starting pressure washer to go buy this piece of shit right here. Will it spit pressure out? Absolutely. And they damn sure wouldn't, but is this going to be a long-lasting machine? Hell no, it's not. Here's another news flash. Here's another news flash, new guys. Please take this to heart. Please, please take this to heart. Whenever you're on a job and you have problems, whenever you're on a job and your machine isn't working right, call Amazon and ask them for a little bit of help. Oh, wait, you can't call Amazon and ask them for a little bit of help? Wait, you can't call? Yeah, you're right. You can't call Amazon and ask them for help and say, why is my machine misfiring? Or why doesn't the water come out whenever I pull the trigger and it's not spitting water out? Why isn't it doing that? That's why you get in here and you buy stuff from Lisa and Eric's sites. That's why you buy stuff from Nick Weissenberger. That's why you talk to anybody in Power Wash Store Nation. And if they're not your favorite vendor, so be it. Mike at L&H or Hinderleiter or AC Lockyer, as much as that name bothers me to say sometimes. At least those guys, you can get on the phone and they'll tell you how to work on their equipment. They'll troubleshoot it with you. But any coach that's sitting here saying, buy some off-the-rack POS from Amazon does not have your best interests at heart. My God, you'd so better be off to go to a Sherwin-Williams store and buy a belt drive freaking Pressure Pro at 4 gallons a minute, at 3.5 gallons a minute. Guess what? 8 years down the road, you're still going to have that belt drive Pressure Pro. You're still going to be kicking it. It's still going to work for you. God, it's just fucking amazing to me. But here it is. People going, take my money, make me a success. Take it. Take money, teach me. Nobody can guarantee you be a success. And I have educated a lot of pressure washers. I see some of them on here. Somebody just mentioned Russ Johnson. Absolutely. Russ Johnson, awesome guy. I don't know Sean, but Russ, incredible man. thousands of people I have trained through Plant and Property and through the old UAMCC and through the huge convention and through my classes that I've done. And dozens of people at in-person experiences here at Spray Wash Academy. You know, I see some of them here. I see some of them here. And I know they're absolutely freaking rocking it. But one thing I have never done to anybody that I have ever taught is promise them they would be a success. Promised them they'd be a success, you know. I actually reached out to somebody that's a member of Spray Wash Pro, and he's in my local market, and I had him into my office because I like the little guy. I want him to succeed. I really do want my competition to succeed. I'm not going to say his name, but I was doing some research this morning, and I'm like, oh, that truck, I was viewing a YouTube video. So that truck looks familiar. I was like, oh my God, that's so-and-so from such and such. And he's being interviewed with one of the guys whose program that he bought. Now, this is 6-7 months ago. And he's just, you know, we're killing it and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, part of your process. And the guy was pumping, oh, you know, the Facebook ads were really, really instrumental in getting us going and doing it. Man, your Facebook ads were awesome. So I'm listening to the banter between the two of them. And he's being led in a lot of ways by the guy that sold him the course. Well, this young man actually back, I guess, November, December, he called me and he said, I'm having a really hard time. You know, would you mind helping? I'm like, absolutely. You're a pro member. I don't exclude you from being a pro member if you're in Tallahassee. We sat down and we talked, and I said, here's your problem. I said, you're on Facebook. You're doing Facebook ads. That's the mainstay of your marketing that you're actually paying somebody a commission to do, by the way. And so to start out with, it was good. And then he falls in with everybody else, and you're just giving and I said, let me guess, you're offering $25 off. He's like, oh, have you seen my ad? I was like, no, that's what you all do. You go $25 off, you know? Well, guess what? You're not the only ad that customer's seeing. All you're doing is just lumping yourself in with the rest of the freaking coupon shoppers. Because if I run an ad for $26 off, guess what? Your ass is out of there, because a coupon shopper wants the lowest price. That's what a coupon shopper does. And we talked about it and we changed stuff up. And I said, you know, he's like, I got 1 out of 10 estimates. You know, I'm really, really dying here. And I said, here's what I want you to do. I want you to raise your prices. And I mean, raise them substantially. I want you to stop doing coupons. If you keep doing Facebook ads, at least change it up. Offer a free service. Yeah, I said it. I said a free service, like a free sidewalk cleaning. That gets their attention. Is it really free? It's built into the price of you going out there. So, and we talked, and I talked this morning. I called him. I said, hey, I saw you on this video. I was a little bit confused. He's like, yeah, that was after I first started, you know, and I thought it was great. And he's like, you know, and your help really changed the trajectory of it. Because the Facebook ads might have been good to start with whenever you have 0 jobs and you get 2 to 3 jobs a month on Facebook ads. Sure, you think Facebook ads are amazing. But whenever you keep dumping money and dumping money and dumping money and are getting 1 out of 10 leads on Facebook that you're paying for, you realize that it starts to be a really, really bad investment. And comments are coming in so fast, I'm not reading a lot of it. And I see Derek saying, you know, marketing is one thing. You still have to be good on the phone, good in the field, and actually bust your ass. No, it is not easy. Derek, 100%. 100%. And yeah, the work isn't bad. I mean, I've swung a hammer before for a living. I've swung a hammer for a wage. I've driven a tractor for a wage. The actual work of what we're doing here ain't that damn bad. Sure, it gets hot. It's miserable some days. But all in all, the business part, it's a bitch. It's real tough. And there ain't no easy button in this business. Anybody that tells you there's an easy button is trying to sell you easy buttons. Seriously. If somebody's telling you it's easy, they're just trying to sell you something. Let's continue on with the class here. Okay, so here's one of these guys on here. And you go in here and oh, hold on. Share screen. Share screen. Share screen. I like this interface though. So again, if they're sitting here and they have a store, here's also how the Amazon referral store works. Anything you buy for the next 24 hours, anything else you buy, they get a commission on too. Anything else you buy, they get a commission on. And I don't want to be an elitist asshole here, but I do very, very, very well, you know, in the business that I've built, and thankfully with my wife, and I mean, we're very blessed. We have a great, great business, and I'm just I'm the luckiest guy in the world in that respect. I would not be able to sleep if I was knowingly going out there making $1, $15, $100, $1,000 off of contractors' backs, knowing I'm telling them to buy shit equipment. And any of you guys that are doing that, shame on you. Any of you coaches out there, shame on you. It's disgusting. Any of you coaches out there talking about the $1,000 a day, I'd like to see where you've consistently done that washing. I'd like to see where you've done that for a year or for a whole season. One whole season, you've actually done your $1,000 a day. Because I'm the biggest and the baddest in my market. In about a 6 or 7 county region, I'm the guy with the huge swinging. I have the largest pressure washing company in the region. I know that there are, I'm about to get spun up. I know that there are days of the year where we don't make $1,000 a truck. You know, there are times consistently that we're real happy. You know, February's one of them. September's one of them. We're happy to make $750 a truck for 2 technicians a day. And that's the reality of it. I know there's guys who don't get to work 365 days a year. Now, there's plenty of days where I'm raking in $1,800 a truck. Lots of it. Lots of days like that. But that doesn't happen all the time. Okay. Next, under the scam file. Here's one. Top 3 mistakes when starting my pressure washing business. Now, this is a little dude. He's on YouTube. I saw him 2 years ago, and he was talking about, well, yeah, I don't even know if pressure washing is going to be like my thing. I'm just kind of doing this, but I'm going to tell you what I'm doing, and you can pay me for this, you know, my thing. So 2.5 years ago, he didn't even think that pressure washing, you know, was going to be his long-term goal. He wasn't going to really start a company and do this. And now suddenly, you know, he's now changed, and he's offering, you know, his strategy session for $97 an hour on there. Homeboy just started less than 3 years ago. I'm sorry. It's just, I do not think you're qualified to go charge potential business people $100 an hour to coach them whenever 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, you were saying, I don't even know if I'm going to do this long term. Bo just said, I think you need to take my class on how to earn $1,000 an hour. Bo, I know how to earn $1,000 an hour. It's easy. You go out and you charge people $2,000 an hour and then give them a 50% discount. Duh. Okay, here's one. How to start a pressure washing business with $1,200. I watched this guy's video. Again, the Simpson. He's got the links to Simpson, 100 foot of pressure hose, a turbo nozzle, because we know how good a new guy in a turbo nozzle, how well that works out for everybody, don't we? A new guy in a turbo nozzle, that'll get you every time. Ladder saver, long range chemical nozzle. So this jackass is selling consulting and going in here, and again, Amazon, baby. At least he discloses it. If you use these links and purchase within 24 hours, we'll get a small commission. It's just amazing to me, though. It's absolutely amazing that these guys would do this. Here's another. Okay. You need, but I want to go back to this person right here. Nope, not this one. My bad. Which one was it? Was it 3? How to start a pressure washing business with $1,200. So he goes over all the list of equipment you need for $1,200 using your government tax, whatever the hell it is. I make too much money to get one anyway. You know, the one thing he doesn't bother to tell anybody about what you should get? Freaking insurance. Yeah. Let's not worry about the most important thing out there of actually getting some business insurance. Dumbass. I'm sorry. I mean that sincerely. Dumbass. How dare you go out there and tell people how to start a business? Here's the equipment you need for $1,200 and not broach insurance. That merits saying again, dumbass. Oh, I'm sorry. You can tell I'm just. All right, number 4. You need this equipment to get your pressure washing business started. Guaranteed. Oh my God, it's guaranteed to make you money. Guaranteed to make you money. So this guy's selling his pricing. He's selling his Facebook ads course. He's selling, get to his free Facebook group too, though. Oh, yard signs. So he's even going to go and make a commission on yard signs that he's selling you. And then down here, again, best pressure washing to start with. What do you want to bet? It's about a 2.8 freaking Simpson. But all this shit's off Amazon. You'll sell your soul. You'll sell your soul to make a $10 referral fee off of a pressure washer. Off of a guy who might be down to his last couple of $100. Let's say that he got that stimulus check for $600 or $1,200. And he's down to nothing. Pressure washing man is his last gas. Honey, cashing it in. After this, no idea. But you know what you're going to do? You're going to go and screw that guy and tell him to buy shit equipment and lie to him and say, I guarantee you're going to make this money. And then you're going to ride his ass for a $10 commission. Scumbag. Here's another one. Here we go. I love this cat. I love this guy. $4,800 pressure washing job recap. How to get big jobs in gated communities. This guy was interviewed by one of the other guys that I'm already talking about. And I think they were on with John Sacco. And because they were calling John Sacco the pressure washing police. John's a good guy. Big jobs in gated communities. This guy's pricing thing from last year, says, hey, the way you're successful, the pricing, and he's sitting there writing it down on a whiteboard, and he's saying the way that you're successful is you're going to charge for anything under $3,500, you're going to charge $99. Unless it's a 2-story, then you're going to charge $199. 3,500 square feet, $99. That's your coach right there. There you go. That's your coach. If you actually have a successful washing business, I would eat my hat. And this guy's telling people out there, it's funny because he's got a real hip, urban, YouTube channel, but then you're also going out there and he's got a very professional business consulting thing with Zoom calls for $250. And if you're the new guy out here, you need to seriously vet your coaches. Before you give anybody a dime of your hard-earned money, ask to see what they did. And I don't mean let them tell you something. Ask them to send you a screenshot of their not their bottom line, because my bottom line is kind of confusing. At least what their gross is. House Call Pro, you can do a screenshot in there. QuickBooks, you can do a screenshot in there. I don't think if you're going to sit here and somebody's asking you for your money, I don't think it's too much for you to ask them, how much have you done? Can you show that you've been successful at this? And again, it's on all levels. There's the little guys like this. There's the little guys who, this video right here is 388 views on December 16th. So it's not like the market's flooding to do it. But some of these bigger guys, some of these guys with 20, 30,000 subscribers out there, again, they're not actually washing. They don't actually have washing businesses. They have a pressure washer and they may have a van or a truck and they use it for content for their channel. Let that sink in. They don't actually run a business. They didn't sell their business. They're just making content. Their job is a YouTuber, not a pressure washer. It's amazing. It's absolutely mind-boggling to me. See, Bobby said, if you price stuff like that, you'll be forever on the gun. Exactly. This is the guy, this same guy that I was talking about here on one of his videos said, well, I got to come back tomorrow because my pull cord broke. So I did a video. Hey, here's how you fix a pull cord. Here's how you start a machine without a pull cord. Most of us know that. It's I don't know. It's sad. It's really sad. And I feel bad that people are getting, just taken advantage of. I really, really do. And I'll be the first to say, hey, I'm more than willing to make money from a contractor's back because we'll charge for education. We charge for membership in Pro. There's people that are coming to my plant and property class in both Myrtle Beach, York, Pennsylvania. And yeah, they're paying me good money for it. But they're paying for education. They're paying for my experience. And with that does not come a guarantee of, yes, you'll be successful. You can't guarantee people success. You just can't. We're going out there to me and Pat Clark and Doug Rucker are going out to Houston, or Pat and I are going to see Doug in Houston. We're doing a class there as well. And it's charging for it. because you're going to get 2 days of education from 3 guys that actually have had pretty damn successful companies. I mean, y'all know that I basically live my life on Facebook. You know, y'all see a lot of the big stuff that we do. I'm not scared, isn't I mean, I'm more than happy to go out and walk jobs and show what we're doing. I'm seeing some of the usernames are coming through. Some of them aren't. You know, and I can't see who all's making. I know there's a lot of, you know, comments out there. I'm sorry, I'm not reading all of them. You know, I'll gloss over a couple here. You know, why do you sit there and, you know, say what you're making? You know, you can, I agree. I mean, like I said, I don't always make $1,000 a day per truck. I mean, that's our goal, but sometimes we miss the goal. Sometimes in the middle of February, it gets tough. Hell, it's tough enough keeping 3 trucks on the road every day, much less making $1,000 a day per truck. I mean, it's just, it's mind blowing to me. John said he's smart enough to weed through the bullshit. Yeah, exactly. You know, and there's some guys out there on Facebook, like Jason Guyman. Jason, I feel like Jason actually has had a very successful company. He sold his company. I think, you know, you kind of have to like sit there and say, okay, make this so you get people's attention out there. But looking at Jason's classes, you know, I don't think it's just a guarantee of doing this. And I don't think Jason's selling the Facebook ads, you know, and I like Jason. I've never seen Bobby Walker out there selling Facebook ads. It's just, I don't know. I'm so sick and tired of these guys. I'm just so sick and tired of these guys who are just saying, oh, it's easy money. All you have to do is pay me. And these guys that are willing for you to buy absolute crap equipment just in so they can make a commission off of it. I'm sorry. That's crap. It's just crap. Oh, man. Anyhow. Somebody said they attended plant and property after he's on a boom lift without a safety harness spraying a building. It happens, man. It happens. You know, and it's just as bad on the Facebook. It's, you know, YouTube is horrible. YouTube, I see larger audiences than I see in Facebook groups. But I'll tell you something on Facebook. You know, there's guys out there, and I feel horrible because I don't know how they attract the audience, but there's people that are their sole purpose for running their Facebook group, and they make it look like it's a fun little group to socialize in and talk to. And I'm here to give you advice, and I'm trying to help you out. I'm here to help you out. And then I find them over on YouTube running ads. And people from the group tell me, yeah, this guy's hitting me up about, you know, running my Google ads and running my Facebook ads. So really what you're doing is you're starting a group, creating another Facebook group, acting like it's a pressure washing advice forum, but you're just farming the members to try and sell them stuff. Classy. Oh, Blake, I want one of those, a hoseless water pressure, teleports the water. So I saw a dude. I didn't have a chance to get back in over here, but this is a cat down in Tampa. He's selling skids now, and he's doing classes. And his skid, I am crapping you negative. His skid is a 20-gallon tank on a wooden 4x4 frame with casters on the bottom of it. A 12-volt pump and a battery. And he's like, oh, no, you don't ever want to park in their driveway. So we take the skid out, we put bleach in it, and we roll this thing around the house. Somebody is actually going to spend money with this guy, and they're going to listen to him. And that's so sad. It's just absolutely horrific, the thought that somebody's going to do that. Because a wooden skid and carry it out of your truck to wheel it around the house? It's like that old Geico commercial with the old women, like, you're not doing it right. That's not how this works. The reason a skid isn't a skid is so you can put it in the back of your freaking truck and not have to drag it around the house. The guy might be really good at detailing cars, but I'll tell you what, he sucks as a pressure washing coach. Anyway. Oh, Jamie, it was amazing. I'll send you the link for this guy. So it's like I said, it's becoming epidemic, and my heart breaks. My heart breaks for the guy. I see Pat Clark. That's not Pat Clark. It's a different Patrick Clark, I think. But you know, Pat Clark with Precision, who I'm going out to Doug Ruckers with. You know, Pat and I started about the same time, and we were both in the same position. We were destitute, broke on our last damn dollar, and we figured out a way to make this shit work. And I just thank God that I didn't run into somebody like that when I was desperate. Some shyster or scam artist out there taking what little bit of money I had left. Because I needed every penny of it. I needed every penny of it to be successful, you know? I mean, it's just amazing. It's horrific. And you know, and unfortunately, there's probably just enough people out there that keep these guys successful, successful in their own mind. Successful in their own mind out there. And that's a shame, you know. That's really, really, really a shame. It's awful. It's awful, you know. And I don't mean to be, you know, an elitist, I make a lot of money kind of guy, because sure, I make a lot, but I spend the crap out of it too back on the business. But I do have a cool ass electric desk. How about that? So I can do a stand up. And in fact, my ass is getting a little bit sore, so I'm going to do the stand up desk now for a while. So anyway, let's finish raising it up. This is kind of fun. I like it. Hey, this is cool. I haven't done this in a live yet. I actually raised my whole desk up. Now I can get animated. Oh, I see a question about Flip and Charlene. Flip, I hope Charlene is doing well. Y'all are still in our prayers, guys. So anyhow, I just don't. Yeah, I don't like seeing new contractors getting taken advantage of. And I don't like people basically lying. Oh, I know where I was going with the elitist comment. You know, so if you have a coach who's made $50,000 a year pressure washing, and he all of a sudden can make another $20,000 a year, $25,000 a year selling his success formula. So he now all of a sudden thinks, oh my God, this is incredible. I increased what I was doing by 50%. But the problem is you don't even know what a real pressure washing business looks like. You just don't, because you've not been there. And in your arrogance or your greed, you're willing to take people's money and you don't even know enough about the business to teach people. You've just found an easy way to make $1 off of somebody else's back. Or unfortunately, you talk a good game of smack and you just found a sucker. But that sucker is a person. That sucker could be down to his last dollar and might want to go blow his head off because if he fails in business and he can't feed his family. And you're going to set him up with crap equipment, take his money doing Facebook ads that don't work. BB, I appreciate that, Bubba. I'm happy to help. I've seen you out there, always willing to help a fellow washer, man. So David Flipping is saying that Charlene is getting better and she's going to come to the Myrtle Beach event. So that's awesome. I am happy about that. Give her our love from the Burks, Flip. I appreciate that. Let's talk about a legitimate P&L here. I'm gonna do this over here. I'm gonna share screen. Share the screen right here. This is an unscripted part of this thing. So, talking about look for 2020, and this is not fiscal year. This is calendar year. We have a lot of fluctuations on here. If we do a fiscal year, I've been above $1 million, depending on what time of the year I cut it off. This is just for calendar year, January 2020. We were off a little bit on there. So 872,000 in sales from cleaning. That doesn't include, any of our classes or Spray Wash Pro on that. So keep in mind, I'm in a market of my metro market area is only 375,000 people. I'm not in a big market at all. I'm putting my money where my mouth is here, because y'all see that on advertising and promotion, see that line right there? It was $12,000, $11,998. That's not running Facebook ads. You know what? Over $1,000 of that was in freaking bundt cakes. There's a whole lot of liquor in there too. A lot of gifts. A lot of good old-fashioned marketing. Shirts, hats, mouse pads, coasters, notepads. True story. You go into some of my accounts and they're sitting there with a spray wash mouse pad, drinking out of a spray wash cup, putting it on a spray wash coaster. They've got spray wash sticky notes all over their credenza. I would actually feel horrible. I would feel horrible for the guy who comes in there, to sell them something. It would be awful. So, another expense right here, workers' comp, $25,000 workers' comp. That hurts. Health insurance, almost $22,000. Our insurance between vehicle and liability, we're at $18,000 in that. Here's a kick in the boys for you. Merchant fees, credit card fees, $8,300 in credit card fees. Kind of crazy, kind of nuts. And we also spent out $392,000 in wages last year. Now, my wage is considered in that too. Anyway, just kind of fun to look at that. So, you know, if you have some guy who's if you talk to some guy and say, hey, I want to see, you know, what your P&L looks like. I want to see that. If he sits there with some hand scribbled bullshit, it's not a P&L. It needs to actually show a business running. And you can look at that one and divine that, hey, there's a business running on there. They had $6,400 in computer phone expense. They had $14,000 in computer and internet expense. They had $13,616 in meals. Yeah, I have nothing to hide, guys. I mean, I'm not a bullshit artist. I'm really not. But there's so many of them out there. There's so many of them out there. Somebody said 11,000 on advertising in a 7-figure business. Yeah, I'm 11 years into it. You know, started keeping records about 8 years ago. Chet, I appreciate that, my friend. You know, I really respect you as well. Thank you, sir. Mitch, thank you. So thank y'all all for listening to this. I just really felt like I needed to get this, you know, off my chest. Remember, we have a YouTube page. We have a YouTube Spray Wash Academy on YouTube. Share that page out. The only way that we wind up just beating these shit heels, pardon my French, the only way we beat these guys is I've got to beat them. Share our message. Share the message here at Spray Wash Academy. You know, if a person's decent and you see them over in Pressure Washing Friends or one of these other things, share them. Please get them over here. Get them onto our YouTube channel. I'm really to the point of I'm going to start pulling back from a lot of these Facebook groups because I know I answer questions in there, but I'm tired. I'm really, really tired, especially after seeing somebody that has a Facebook forum and they were kicking guys out of talking about SEO on there. And then all of a sudden I see an ad for him doing SEO on YouTube, but supposedly it's a Facebook forum for contractors. I think it's bullshit. So I'm really, really pulling out of a lot of these groups. I'll be at Spray Wash Academy on Facebook. If you're not a member of Spray Wash Academy, answer the damn questions. You'll probably get in. If you don't answer the questions, guess what? You're probably not going to get in. Oh, man. Guys, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for your time today. Wash on, guys. See ya. I'm going to play with my electric desk some.